They gonna blow out late buyers? No. See what happens on the open here. Complete blowout low. And up high as well. Blew that out, blew that out.
My divergence here. ES.
Blew that out.
Nice move down. Got the triple reclaim here. Triple reclaim. Struggling though. See if they can keep it up. Compressing is the problem. Nice move up. Below. Blew that out. Heading into the upper on ES. Bit of a sell side divergence here with the triple reclaim. I'm going to pulse check a short 45.50, and I'd probably take it right off there for 2 points.
I had seen a red get blown out earlier. I don't know if they're like totally safe.
Let's move up here. We're setting up a slip range a little bit. See if we can break it to the high side. Move down here with a divergence. Stocks are buying here. See if we put put into defensive lows, or if they want it, they might want to take out that 39 level. Kind of looks like they do. Sell side divergence. I think there could be a short here. I missed it. I think it would have been at about 40, but it looks like it failed. Would have been good for a point, maybe. Still compressing here. Bit of a buy side divergence here.
Got to break even. I was short up in the 40s, and I thought it would maybe blow out a little harder, but it's not.
Yeah.
There it is. Fucking cunt. Shake me out like that.
Right. And a big old reclaim up there.
Got a nice short off that. Perfect.
Nice.
As soon as that
Buy side divergence here with triple reclaim. I'm gonna try the long at 28.
man, longs have been getting blown out, dude.
No, I know.
I mean,
trust
sorry.
me.
Shorts have been getting blown out. Like these long divergences have not been holding.
I know. I'm trading a different setup.
All right. Are you in it?
No, it was worth the probe. I took a 2-tick loss on it. So do have the divergence block above us here, the 195 at 30. There's a support resistance here, though. It looks like they're going to reject off of it.
Picked up like a tick short. Fucker was quick.
Move up into that support resistance. 2950's building. They're building something up there.
They might wick and probe out these
Big buy side divergence here with compression into highs. I think there could be a long. Let's see if we defend the low of the slip range. Doesn't look like we are.
got to short off those 28s. I put a stop in and it literally rolled a tick under it.
Wow. Buy side divergence here with triple reclaim, and it's also slip favor. I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, but buy sides are not working. If you're gonna take it, you take it for a little bit, but buy sides are getting blown, dude.
Got a 3-tick profit off of it. Could have held that a little bit longer.
Now we got a change in character.
Do the sell side.
But even then, this wick might still not be enough. First change in character.
And another one on the top side there. Sell side divergence with triple reclaim below. I think there could be a short here. I'm gonna pulse check 3125. It's a good thing it was a pulse check.
Yeah, it's no longer short side in my opinion because the shorts, a big cluster of shorts just got blown out. They are stacking a huge pool here, but man, if they hit up through that 36, it could just rip. We'll see if they hold it, but it's a change in character, substantial. It might hold, but they've stacked 4 red boxes here. What I don't like is they're not puking, though. They should be puking into this lower range. And then the green box just stacked in on the stock side.
And a resistance there for sure.
For now, they could push it. They've already pushed the last set of red boxes. We'll see, though. It could be a battle zone.
ES did not sell off on that whatsoever. They absorbed that. There's this green zone.
Now they're pushing some greens here, but they're going into another set of greens, which could push it back up. So they took out a green box, which is telling me the reds are starting to hold again.
ES Delta could be setting up for a stop run because it's just been nothing but buying down here. They could get squeezed.
A stop run which way?
Short.
They just put in a green buy on stocks, like 100 and something thousand fucking shares. I think this could blow out either fucking direction.
Big divergence there.
Slip ranges are horrific too. This is the nastiest. And they're not diverging any sell sides anymore. Inventory is coming out of stocks for some reason.
Yeah.
But the market is holding it.
Big sell side divergence here. ES.
Where?
ES. ES is still buying. Back up to that 36 level.
They're stop running.
Stop run. Remove those.
But I don't know if it's gonna just wick.
Yeah, V flush sort of thing.
No, that's fucking straight. That is a V flush. if I ever seen one.
Yeah. ES buyers still are not letting it go down.
They haven't really been reloading from what I've seen. It's just
They're stubborn.
there's a stop on one of the buyers. Knock that seller out. I've knocked a few buyers. I try to get out at 25 from a 31.25 short. I rolled a tick above. Pull 4 ticks. Fuck, I lost 1,500. Could have recouped it, but
Big sell side divergence here.
yeah, but these
Sip
sellers are
against.
getting knocked. There you go, you fucking... Moist stop run. Got that.
Nice.
More than recouped. How are you sitting?
I'm down 10 ticks from earlier. I haven't taken a trade in 10 minutes.
I want to be surprised if they turn this back around at some point. The Reds are not.
I did have a triple reclaim down there. I must have missed that. There was a long opportunity off.
Why are you
bonus.
down 10 ticks? What?
From earlier, I don't know. I just felt overwhelmed, I guess. Didn't have a good read.
Yeah, was it those trades where I was telling you it's going the other way from when you were trading?
I
think
yeah,
so.
I think so.
There's a battle between ES and stocks, 2 different divergences. You got to look for a tight spot on that price action when you enter. Oh, they are pushing high. A fat little fucking loss. 2,600.
Down there. We're on a buy side.
Small win was long in there. Picked up 1,800. I wanted to push that a lot further. I should have not cut it as soon as I did. They have hit some of these. There's a big ass pool up here. I don't know if they're gonna just cruise missile that shit or what.
Sell side divergence here. Triple reclaim. I think there could be a short, possibly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was, to be fair.
You would need the slip advantage, though, for sure. So do not like shorten an uptrend, and we are kind of in a bit of an uptrend here. Nice little triple reclaim above. And into a sell side divergence almost. Let's see if they put in a defense on the screen here. More selling on stocks. Buy side stocks, triple reclaim above. Defense, I'm going to try a long, 27.75. A little grindy. Take it off. Try to get the point out of it. I got the point. That order was filled, yeah. All right, do some chart cleanup here. They did put in a nice defense there, but that was so choppy there for a second. Definitely need the slip favor today. Looks like they're gonna stop run that, or at least attempt to. They could be defending here.
Possibly. I don't think either side is really all that safe.
No, I don't think so either. Especially with these nasty slip ranges. I also don't have the triple reclaim anymore, so I am not going to long in this location. Nice, good stop run. Bit of a buy side divergence. Stocks. But we're downtrending hard. I definitely don't want to long down here.
Oop, they knocked that out.
Yep, I see it. Nice little sell-off here.
They knocked all of that out. But also the Reds have been getting fucking blasted.
Yeah, nice little V flush there.
I have a feeling that this could push way up, like 50s or some shit.
Yeah, now that they've cleared some of that liquidity down there.
Mm-hmm.
There's this 30s level here. 10 o'clock news. Nice stop run. Got all these other orders up here. They might stop run through.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Dude, I caught that from almost the bottom.
Oh shit, dude. Good job.
Holy shit, that was at 13,000. That was 13K.
Nice, dude.
I was
Fuck yeah,
battling,
man.
though.
That's awesome. Let's fucking go. W's in the chat for Fat Cat.
Where are you on,
I'm bankrolling. I'm down 6 ticks. So I'm just slowly digging my way
this?
out of the
I
hole.
mean, this is like, you got to be loose on the fucking trades.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I just haven't gotten my my setup, and I do have ideas with these order blocks, but I don't have confidence in those yet, and I'm going to after I have enough screen time with them. But for right now, while I'm trading the account, I just want to stick to what I have confidence in, and that's the triple reclaim divergence, and those haven't been showing up today, and that's fine because that's keeping me out of trades. You know, today's a day where you can get burned easily.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, sorry, Joe. I didn't know you were not. I wasn't looking in the chat.
No, I just opened. I request to open my mic. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So, are you still gonna trade, or you done for today? Because one thing I would suggest you is to test that ABV diff side by side with the stocks and see if there is correlation with the divergences.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm not going to do it right at this moment, but after my break, I'll come back and do it. So I guess you looked into it and it seems...
Yeah, it seems very similar. Not all, but most of it, there is a lot of correlation.
Yeah, I imagine that at some point.
But also, I don't have 100 stocks. You have, like, maybe there will be more correlation with all that.
Yeah. Man, I was like on it 4K at one point, and that battle in that range kind of chopped me up. Actually, I need to record I need to record for you a microstructure for execution. They're starting to blow out the greens. Let me put on a drill. Why is that stream still filming? It should be done. Okay, there we go.
From there. Nice little move down into the reclaim.
Okay, so high volatility like this is going to have a lot of reclaims in it. Reclaims are going, this is a 3-second chart. These bars are super thin. The thinner the bar, the more likely it's reclaim. And then you have these little areas where it chops. You can consider this like a range, and fair value would be these two middle ticks, and the outer edges would be obviously attempting to execute at the best spot possible. Now I'm going to attempt to explain how an algorithm needs to execute, but I can't have up this other chart. But these really thin reclaims are going to get retraced very often. You can see it's going tight in here. So ideally, if you're long biased, you want to be on the lower end of this, and short biased, you want to be on the top end. But really getting fills on those extreme edges are almost impossible at times, that it's better to go somewhere near the outer edge but closer into the middle. Now the market is holding, and I'm going to attempt to do this. It's going to be a little difficult. So it is attempting to hold. And I want to take a short, so we're going to wait for it to get tight. It's too loose. And if I actually take this down to a 1-second chart, it'll show more of these tight spots, which this is a tight spot here. We'll take a 1-tick win. So it was a tight spot from here. This is, I try to get in right about here where it would have been a discount. So a tight spot. Now these reclaims are like vacuums. They're going to pull. You never know which way though, because they don't like just pivot every which way. Like this one may hold, like this one right here, that's a reclaim. The very thin bar, they will retrace at some point, but they don't immediately retrace. You can see how it's getting tight in there. I would be short biased overall because of the higher time frame, but how do we actually execute that? Unfortunately, I'm not a computer, so trying to pull this method off in the best spots is going to be really difficult. But we can see that it's getting tight here. I want to be on the upper edge of this.
That's actually a piece of cake for the algorithm.
And then look, it just see how it wicked me in. Hold on, real quick. I'm recording for you, and we'll take it off. But I'm trying to show you what it needs to look for. So I'm recording this right now for you, so you can reference it. Now, obviously, if volatility doesn't exist, you're not going to have this. And we can see how it's throwing out this big-ass reclaim. This is a 1-second chart now. I need to look at the higher time frame. So the best thing to do, I think, at some point would have a button I can press to where it sniffs this out, and then it executes based off my long or short. So I don't have to, because like as a human, I gotta have to put this fucking cursor in the right spot, right? That's really difficult. So it is beating down. I know we're going into a large reclaim, so let me try to hunt. So this bigger push could be a bigger value zone. See how it's like down, up, down. So even though it's like high on the micro level, could be. So this the midsection is fair value as it gets. But you can see how it gave me a little bit of leeway right there. And now we got to bail that. It's just like trying to like actually physically react off of that. So this is, I would say, fair value right here, somewhere anywhere in the middle. Got a double fill on that. We'll keep the 1. So now it's starting to walk up on me. They are reclaiming a little bit, so I could try to get a tick. There we go. I'm trying to keep track of the fucking Sierra charts at the same time, though, so this is really difficult because my eyes are in here, and I can't see what's happening on Sierra. So having the ability for it to smell out these tight areas, and what I'll do is I'll draw a picture of the adamant, like, what I could probably actually do is screenshot this. I think it's going to work from this perspective. So they're blowing out reds above and greens, which I'm looking at now. See this big-ass reclaim here? Huge puke. They're retracing it. Now they're putting in a bit of value. So like a reclaim alone is not directional, but it will vacuum a trade, especially these really small, tight ones. Like the price action compacts itself in these areas, like when it's whipping around like this. So there's a huge pool of liquidity above us. So what I want to do is look for this tight area. See how it's tight here? This would be fair value, sort of. Right here, somebody else is piling in. But unfortunately, this fair value zone is now moved up to where the 39 would be, right? So they move really quickly. So, and then there's another set of fair value here. I got the best price of this microstructure, assuming this microstructure holds. There we go. See the microstructure? So you want to like pretend it's a piece of paper and you're folding it in half. The center line is going to be fair value. The further out you go to the edge of it, the better, the more discounted the price is. So if I'm long, I want to be way out here, which I think when I got in that, it was almost a perfect entry. So like you have it here, but at the same time, you need to look at this bigger structure. See this bigger structure? So yes, you have the little guys, right? But at the same time, this bigger range also, it gets fractal. It's fractal. It can chunk up into a bigger deal. So you may be getting good microstructure, like let's say here at this 43. 43.25, but hypothetically, this is if you're longing it, hypothetically that's not good because now it has moved lower. So the best spot would be this tight area down here. But trying to nail a tight spot alone is just, that's good enough in a lot of ways. So now they're blowing out a bunch of this liquidity above us. So let me attempt to nail. Let's see. There might be a pivot right around here. I think there could be. So here's my microstructure. It just, see how it's tapping me, and it immediately starts working. So like I identified it right here. But also, you can't just have an algo trade that without that higher time frame contextual read from the other tutorials or rules I'm sending. You gotta have that read on the delta boxes to understand. Also, when we got into that, it had somewhat of a clean reclaim. A clean reclaim is going to be a super thin bar like this. This is also a reclaim in a lot of ways. It's hard, fast moves. And when you are in high volatility, it is constantly doing that. And what it's doing is it's creating this vacuum, and these vacuums want to suck back in. So we'll attempt. So they are blowing out some of the red boxes a little bit. And the greens are holding really well. I can see it channeling a little bit. So I would say I'll try to nail it here. So it's going through me, so I'm going to get out of that. See, this was the microstructure. They pushed through it. But now they're resetting it up. But I don't know if it'll actually come back in. Actually, there's a bigger range sort of setting up in here. So even though it's tight up here, I don't necessarily want to be in that. The idea was right. And if it starts channeling up, if it starts to channel up, it's really hard to figure out. See, there's value here. Look, and it gives me a free peak, right? So it gave me a free peak. But unfortunately, it's starting to churn out against me. And we need to bail that for a tick. See, I nailed it good, but now that value zone is starting to move back low. Now, just because it goes against you, you don't necessarily want to immediately hit a loss. Sometimes it will bounce in, and then you can take the break even. So they blew out that channel right there. And they're blowing out some green boxes. But I could see them going back in because whatever's going on with this environment, they're very desperate for liquidity zones. And the liquidity zones are like right above us. So this is compacting here. I can't get into it right there. Let's see if they compact it here as well. There we go. We got it there. See, it's giving me a free peek. And we'll take it off right there. That was a good trade. But also this shit is not giving you direction. Yes, it is. It is from the smallest time frame. You could have a hyper scalper that does play this. You could have an algorithm that is attempting to just exploit that at a rapid pace. But I do really believe that this understanding this is still going to give you that directional wind. So they blew out. So I believe they're going to push up through here. It just makes sense. Look how tight this is. But see how it's tight, grind up? Yeah, you have fair value here, but sometimes you got to start looking at it from a slightly larger perspective. In this right here, this triggered a stop run from all the tight traders in here, and it created a vacuum and it pulled in, but also smart money will take advantage of that. They'll stop run these micro deals. See, this is fair value.
Ugh.
And notice it's rotating right above me, and I'm not able to get filled. There, see how it just tapped into me and I got filled? And it's free peeking. But what I don't like is there's a battle up here. It's like super resistant. See how it's flat? And that's not from algos reloading. There have been buy algos that have posted a bid here. See this 3 lot? It's just no contracts are willing to actually buy there. This is what I call trapping, when it really is rotating to the tick. And down here it was trapping as well. So I still believe you're going to have a bit of that upside. But now you can see this is a bigger overall range. So the most discounted price would be the very edge right here where I was hovering over it. And it would have wicked me in. And what's nice is you get wicked in and it goes. But ideally, if you're going to have an out, and there it goes up like I thought. But why do I think up? Because of this. So, like, if you're going to get wicked in, you typically don't want to have your bid sit there until the very last possible second. Like, you want it to see. This is going to be more high-level shit, but you want it because, like, a lot of the algorithms are not. See this? Look at the liquidity. The liquidity almost looks identical. 30, 40 lots, 25 across the depth, right? It looks the same almost. There's nothing outstanding, right? But when it's hitting these areas, it starts reloading like crazy in certain areas. That's because the algorithms that we're playing against, they don't throw out their limit order until the very last second, typically. So the most ideal way, especially if you're going to try to put in more than a 1 lot, is to wait and have it trigger as maybe 2 ticks out or as close as possible when it's coming back in, and then have it post in like that, like the very last possible second. So they have cleared a bunch of shit above. But there's also buy orders below us from the higher time frame. I'll try to do one more of these. So we can see it is holding. But this is just not that environment where go for it right there at the very last second. Notice how I nail it. Now that's probably as good as it might get. It could blow me out. And it did. But it gave me several free ticks. It gave me a moment. Now, ideally, an algorithm could just scalp the fuck out of that. And that could be your money right there. So the buyers actually fucking held that. So this is telling me this could continue to go up. So you have all this reclaim. That's vacuum risk. So this would be fair value on this in kind of middle of this wicking here. We don't want to be in that. The vacuum sucks it back in. Now they are starting to blow out buyers. This reclaim is vacuum risk. See how thin it is. And it's like this, the thinner it is and the shorter it is in height, the higher the probability of it actually going through. So right here, I'm going to attempt. I get a free peek for a few ticks. Now beyond this, what do we do, right? So this is kind of, it's starting to go against me a bit. Got like a break even or some shit. Now I know the buy sides are getting popped. So what I want to see it get tight right here, somewhere up here. This is actually probably as fair value as I can get. Getting a free tick, getting a free tick, getting a free tick, getting a free tick, getting a free tick. I know these buyers are getting pressed, and I believe late buyers will get pushed out. And then right there you go. Slide it in home. Beautiful. So, Joe, I hope that helps. I'll send you that clip. If you caught any of that.
Yeah, I'm here. Just send me the clip. That would be very helpful.
So that right there. Now I'm not recording this anymore. When the volatility is not like this, it's not gonna fucking work really well. But you could go into NASDAQ. Chronic, where are you sitting?
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking, but I did dig out of that hole. I'm back above break even now.
You got 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I'll probably call it there.
You're just above break even?
Yeah.
All right.
I had some nice triple reclaims earlier that I was able to grease.
Yeah, so a lot of my trades today are gonna have big MAE because I just couldn't take advantage of this, and the volatility is compressing from when I like the open. So the thing is, it would be nice to just be like, hey, I need a long whenever you can, and then something starts smelling out this microstructure.
Well, that's very interesting because I was running Sierra charts with 1 millisecond, and I can see all of that. And that might be a very good opportunity for high pay scalping.
Yeah, you may not even need the other components where with the boxes and shit.
Yeah, and you can maybe combine those two to find the best entry point.
I mean, it would be nice to have a algo that can just fucking do it, but it'd also be nice to integrate it with some hybrid as well,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And this is, if you notice these price bars, they show you every tick with these little black lines. This is why I model my Sierra bars to look like that. It's harder to see it with candles, but like this, you can see the little boxes.
And
it just,
if you want, I can create an indicator for you to visualize this better as well. That shouldn't be very easy.
To what?
If you want, I can create an indicator that shows you like that instead of using the delta bar. What do you use again to visualize?
Number bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be helpful.
Yeah, you can do that and put some numbers and things that you can improve.